My dear students, my name is KL Mutuneja and my YouTube channel is KLM Biology Classes. We are doing the chapter Digestion and Absorption, and today's my topic is blood sugar, and I shall be discussing from the question number 123. Question number 123 is, what is blood sugar level? Blood sugar level or blood sugar concentration or blood glucose level is the concentration of glucose present in the human blood and blood of other animals. Blood of other animals. Next is the sources of food from which we obtain blood glucose. What are the food sources? Question number 124. What are the major sources of food from which we obtain blood glucose? Blood glucose is obtained from the food sources, that is carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Mainly we obtain from carbohydrates, proteins and fats, we obtain glucose. Now around 90 to 100% of glucose is obtained from carbohydrates in our body. Around 50% of glucose is provided by proteins, and about 10% of glucose is given by fats to our body. Carbohydrates provide us 90% to 100% of glucose, proteins provide us 50% of glucose, and fats provide us around 10% of glucose. Now regarding absorption, the glucose which we obtain from carbohydrates, it is absorbed by the body within the period of around 15 minutes to 2 hours. The glucose which is obtained from proteins, it takes 2 hours to 4 hours. And from the fats we take in glucose is absorbed from the fats that takes 8 to 10 hours. During this period, it achieves the shows a high impact of glucose in the blood. It shows the effect within 2 hours to 4 hours, so it's called as showing moderate impact. And fats provide us glucose slowly. Glucose is received by the body slowly within the period of 8 to 10 hours, so it is called as showing low impact Now this is the sources of food from which we get blood glucose, we get glucose. Now next question is, what are the measurement units for the glucose? Question number 125. Blood glucose is measured in the units millimoles per liter, moles per liter, or milligram per deciliter. Now in this question I would like to tell you how the two units are interrelated. Molecular weight of glucose is 180. From where does it come? Its formula is C6H12O6. Then the molecular weight of C6H12 and O6 is equal to 180. C6 means C6 into 12, 1 into 12 plus 6 into 16. Total would be 180. 72 plus 12 plus 96. Now suppose 1 mole of glucose is dissolved in a solvent of 1 liter, then 1 mole per liter is equal to 180 grams per liter. Now if we want, it's 1 mole is equal to 1000 millimoles. 1000 millimoles per liter would be equal to 180, because its actual molecular weight is 180.1558. So instead of 180 we can write 180.1558 grams per liter. It is 1000 millimoles per liter is equal to, if you want to convert this grams into milligrams, it would be 155.8 grams, instead of grams, milligrams per liter, because 1 gram is equal to 1000. If we multiply this 180.1558 into 1000, it would be 180,155.8 milligrams per liter. Now next is, if we want to convert it into, this is 1 millimole per liter, then we have to divide this by 1000 and it would be equal to again 180.1558 milligram per liter. Now if you want to convert this, it is 1 millimole per liter is equal to 180.1558 milligrams per liter. Now 1 liter is equal to 1 liter is equal to 10 deciliter. If we divide this by 10, it would be equal to 18.01558 milligram per deciliter, equivalent to 18 milligrams per deciliter. By this formula, we can convert millimoles per liter into milligram per deciliter. It is a conversion of millimoles per liter into milligram per deciliter. Now next question is, blood sugar levels in the blood. Actually, we measure in usual practice, we measure blood sugar in two stages. One is during the fasting stage and other is during after taking meals. In the fasting stage, we can write here fasting stage. Fasting stage, and we also measure blood sugar in the stage that is after meals, which is called as postprandial. Fasting stage means after we take in food, there should be a gap of 8 to 10 hours. Suppose we take in food at night, and in the morning before taking breakfast, if we go for measurement of blood sugar, that is called as a blood sugar measurement in the fasting stage. And after meals, if we take in food, and after around 2 hours, if we go for testing of blood sugar, that is called as the measurement of blood sugar after meals, also called as postprandial. Now we will differentiate into different levels. What is the normal blood sugar that is required inside our blood? Normal blood sugar is said to be 70 mg per deciliter, 70 to 99 milligram per deciliter. Milligram per deciliter. It is 70 to 99 mg per deciliter. Now its normal stage. Suppose the blood sugar exceeds this unit 99, then it is called as pre-diabetes. Pre-diabetes means the individual has crossed the normal limit and is going towards the stage of diabetes, that is pre-diabetes. It is from 100 to 125 mg per deciliter. Now if we cross this limit 125, then that is the stage of diabetes, that is called as diabetes. Means 126 mg per deciliter to above. Many medical authorities also considered this normal range, that is from this normal range from 70 to 110. You will also come across this limit to be considered as normal stage. Now regarding after meals, what are the limits for after meals? Suppose we go for measurement of blood sugar, that's around after 2 hours of taking meals, then its range is considered to be normal if it is within a range limit of 70 to 140. Now regarding pre-diabetes, it's from 141 to 200. It means if a person after meals crosses the limit of 140, 141 onwards up to 200 milligrams per deciliter, that is pre-diabetes. And suppose the person crosses the limit 200 and above, 200 and above, more than 200, you can write here also between 201 and above. the individual is considered as diabetic if he crosses the limit of 201 and above. These are the blood sugar levels which we consider to decide whether person is in normal stage or pre-diabetes or diabetes. Now next question is, what are the hormones to measure, what are the hormones which control the blood sugar level in our blood? Hormones. There are two hormones, that is hormone insulin and the hormone glucagon. These are the two hormones which work together to control the blood sugar level, and these work together and these work also in the reverse direction. Work together and work in reverse direction. Now question is, which part of the body secretes these hormones? Pancreas. Pancreas in our body secretes these hormones, insulin and glucagon, which control the blood sugar level. Now next is, what is homeostasis? Next question, what is homeostasis? Homeostasis is the stability, the tendency, we can write the tendency for stable, relatively constant internal environment, constant internal environment for various factors like body temperature, various ions in the body, body blood, pH value, and blood glucose level. Blood glucose level. The tendency to maintain in internal environment in a constant way, constant internal environment, it is called as homeostasis. Now, how homeostasis is obtained how the homeostasis is obtained for blood sugar? Homeostasis. When we take in food, the blood sugar level rises. There are two stages in our body, blood, human blood or animal's blood. What are the two stages? Either the blood sugar level is high, blood sugar level is high or blood sugar level is low. These are the two stages. Blood sugar level high. When the blood sugar level is high, it stimulates the pancreas, to release insulin. Insulin hormone. This insulin hormones, what will this do? This will stimulates the body cells to absorb to absorb glucose. Then what will happen? The blood sugar level will be lowered and the level of homeostasis is obtained. Homeostasis is obtained. Now, where the blood sugar goes? It goes towards oxidation of food, that's internal respiration, or it will go to skeletal muscles. It will go to liver to convert into glycogen, where it is stored. This glucose is stored in liver in the form of glycogen. Mainly it is used for oxidation of food. It is stored in the skeletal muscles and it is stored in the liver. Now, homeostasis is obtained. This stable level of blood sugar is achieved. Now, what will happen when we don't take food? After some time, it starts declining. When the blood sugar level starts declining, then what will happen? This sugar will be released from the liver. When the blood sugar level is low, it will stimulate pancreas to release hormone glucagon. This will stimulate liver. Glucagon will stimulate liver to release glycogen. And from this glycogen, after breakdown of glycogen, glucose is released into blood. Again, the level of homeostasis is obtained in the blood. Thus, the blood sugar level is maintained within the normal range. And if it is not maintained in the normal range due to some deficiency, due to some disease, then what we do? We go for medication. We take the medicines so that the function of insulin can be performed with the help of medicines. So this is the way how the level of homeostasis achieved. Now in the next video, I will discuss regarding this, the hormone insulin, glucagon, this hypoglycemia and hyperglycemia. Thank you very much.